Hey guys, welcome to today's show. I'm Noel from Alpha Technologies, and today we are going to be looking at the Beyerdynamic MMX range of gaming headsets. You guys are in for a real treat, so let's get straight to it. All right guys, so let's get into it. So we've got a couple headphones we're going to show you today. First of all, the Beyerdynamic MMX 100, the Hero. The Beyerdynamic MMX 150, the Specialist. The Beyerdynamic MMX 300 Professional with my co-host, Michael van Rensburg. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, welcome. Thanks for having me again.
Cool. Nice to have you here again. It's awesome.
Good.
So guys, this is what we're going to be looking at today. The MMX range of gaming headphones from Beyerdynamic. You are going to be utterly flabbergasted by what you see today from these headphones, guys. And we've tried them personally, and they are absolutely incredible. So we're going to discuss the main points of the three headphones today to educate you guys. And we'll give you some features and benefits with it as well.
Sounds good.
What do you think, Mike?
Yeah. Well, let's start over there on the Hero.
And this, guys, this is the Hero. These are the MMX 100 Beyerdynamic gaming headphones. Right. So, I mean, we had the opportunity to actually try these out a little bit earlier, right?
And played with them a little bit.
Yeah.
And heard what they sound like, and
that's what they look like, guys.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. Beautiful set of headphones. Very, very soft cushions. We'll get into a bit more detail with regards to that.
Yeah. So maybe just on the units themselves, just as we go through them. So basic unit, you have two connections at the bottom here. The first connection is for your cable, and the second one's for your microphone. And then you also have a mute button for your headphones, for the microphone at least, and your volume control for the sound.
Absolutely. Right? And guys, you'll notice that the volume control is actually on the headphone. So you don't have to go and look for the volume control on your cable set of headphones. You will know that it's exactly on the left headphone at any given time. That's where you will find it. This is the included little boom microphone. Simply plugs into the headphone over here. And then you simply angle it to your mouth, and that's what your gaming headphones look like.
Yeah. And then all in all, included in the box as well, is your single connection cable. So that's a four-pole connector for both your microphone and the headphones. So that's a single jack connection on both ends of the cable. And then you also have the dual jack connection. So that side plugs into your headphone, and that's your dual jacks, one for your microphone and one for your headphone. And they're clever, like cleanly marked here. You won't necessarily see them on camera. One's got a little headphone marker, and one's got a microphone marker on the side there. So that's all included in the box.
So, Mike, that cable is for like a PC, right?
Correct.
Because on a PC, you've got the audio and the microphone, which are separate lines.
100%.
So on a console, you don't have those sort of connections, guys. So the first cable that Michael showed you there, that would be the cable that you connect from the headphone, just over here. You connect it directly into the control pad of your Xbox or your PlayStation. And it's as easy as that.
No, 100%. All
okay.
right.
So let's have a look at the Specialist.
Yeah.
So these here, guys, as you will notice now, if you'd like to hold on to that, Michael,
I can.
They pretty much look identical to the MMX 100. They do come with a little boom microphone as well that you simply plug into the side. One thing that you guys will also notice, sorry, Michael, is on this little connector, you will see here that the pin is off center. And that's so that you can differentiate which jack to plug it into on the headphone itself. So you will know without a doubt that this will go into the port over here where that little pin connector is a little off center.
Yeah.
And the centered pin connection, that is the one that will go to your PC or to your console.
Now, on this headphone, slight difference to the 100, so this is the 150 obviously, you now have a single button here that's actually labeled mode. And there's a reason for that. So Noel's got the two cables there. So I don't know if you'll see it nicely on camera here, but this is a USB-C connection on the headphone. And there's a reason for that. So the 100 is normal jack connections, and the 150 has a USB-C connection. So Noel's got two cables here with him. The first cable is a USB-C to USB-A, right? And that's specifically for PC. And if we understand correctly, this will also work on PlayStation. We're not sure about Xbox, but as far as we understand, it works on PlayStation. So you can use the single connection cable USB on your PlayStation. But alternatively, they've also provided in the box a USB-C to normal jack, right? So this will also be a 4-pin jack connection, so you can use both the microphone and the headphones, the sound from the unit, okay? So there's one big difference between the two, and that's where this USB-C connection or the USB-A connection comes in, specifically on PCs. And as I say, I mentioned PlayStation. We think it's on PlayStation as well, as far as we understand. We haven't had a chance to actually test or try that out. But the big difference between the two, now just talk about the technical specs maybe just briefly.
Sure.
They are both 5 Hertz to 30,000 Hertz in frequency response on the headphone drivers.
My word.
Yeah. So that is something I've been working with Beyerdynamic for a very long time, close on 15 years. And most of their headphones has a very, very wide frequency response. So it's a really wide band of frequencies that they can produce out of the headphones. Well, you would say, well, what's the point? We can only hear 16, 17, 18,000 Hertz on average for people with very good hearing. As you get older, obviously it starts reducing.
Yep.
But the reason for that is so that there's definition and clarity that comes out of the headphones that you wouldn't think to hear, but the driver reproduces certain sounds and harmonics.
Yes, correct.
At higher frequencies. And that then just assists in the clarity and the dynamics that you actually get out of the headphones.
Absolutely. And guys, just to quickly interject there, when Michael and myself were testing these headphones, we were testing them with a YouTube video of Call of Duty. And each set of headphones has their own sort of sound, if you want to call it that, which we'll get into a bit later. But awesome sound quality out of these headphones, guys. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. Right, it's definitely there to elevate the gaming experience to the next level. So in terms of their frequency response, they're very similar. There are a few tuning things that Beyer does do on their headphones normally that makes them slightly different. Some of those tuning come in from, for instance, on the ear cups. So the 100s ear cups are slightly different to the 150s, and that helps change a little bit how they respond and how they sound. There's also, just in terms of wearing comfort, I'm going to get to the sort of key thing just in a moment. That's the big difference. But in terms of wearing comfort, they're all designed with the right amount of pressure on your head. So the moment you have them on your head, the two headphones are not pressing too much on your head. So long-term wearing comfort, that's something that Beyer has, in my opinion, has been a specialist in. Over all the years that they've been doing studio headphones for monitoring of audio in studios, where again artists and musicians are wearing headphones for a prolonged period of time.
Yes.
As well as when it comes to broadcasts, where again they've got a lot of headphones in the broadcast space for cameras and operators and things like that. So where you're doing communications over a long period of time, 4, 5, 6 hours sometimes, they specialize in headband pressure, and I've always enjoyed my Beyers in terms of the pressure that they actually exert on my head. It makes it very comfortable to wear their headphones over a long period of
Absolutely,
time.
and also have a look at the headband, guys. The headband has also got nice cushioning there as well, because I know a lot of the times when you wear like a really thin headband on the top of your head, you can actually it gets quite sore. I mean, I don't know how that happens, but it does. Yeah. But with these guys, because they're wider than your normal headband, and as Michael mentioned earlier, they are sensitive to how much pressure that they put on your ears. You can wear these for hours, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you
100%.
can game for what, 6, 7, 8 hours?
Yeah, so again, in terms of wearing comfort, they are all, even the 300, which we'll show you in a moment, they're all adjustable down on the side, so both can extend, right? And in terms of build quality and longevity of Beyer headphones, that's also been a big thing that they've specialized in. You can pretty much replace a lot of the components on here. So nice steel band inside the sort of plastic covering, leatherettes, like Noel mentioned, for the cushioning on top of your head. All these individual parts, the hangers they call it, this is all metal. So sturdy built for longevity. But at the same time, any parts that fail, bring your systems in. and we take a look at them and we replace the individual parts that needs replacing, right?
And let me show you guys something as well, if I may quickly interject, Mike. Look how easy it is to take the cushions off these headphones. I mean, you literally exert no energy doing that. I mean, they literally, I don't know if you guys can see it, but they literally just screw back onto the ear cup. So I'll see if I can try and get it so you guys see it. So you literally put it flush in there, you twist it, it locks into place, and there you go, you've replaced your ear cushion. It's as quick and easy as that, guys.
And also then for cleaning, it makes it quite simple to just take them off and give them a nice wipe.
Oh yes,
wipe
fantastic. Yes, for sure.
So definitely.
Absolutely.
Okay. So now, the key difference, okay? So as you saw, both headphones have their microphones with and good audio quality. But the big difference for the 150 is the spatial sound awareness that they can include on the system.
Oh yes.
So that is specifically, as we mentioned, on the USB-A cable. So the moment you activate that spatial awareness, it basically then listens to sound from your environment around you and actually then produces that sound back into your ears. So because these are all closed back headphones, it means that you are closed off from your surroundings. And they do attenuation of around 18 dB of blocking of external outside noise. Because it's circumaural headphones, they basically sit right around your ear, so they actually seal your ears out from external external sounds a little bit, like I say, about 18 dBs. And that ambient awareness function, when you press and hold the mode button, so this dial on the side is actually a press button, so you press and hold it for 2 seconds, and it'll then activate the ambient sound to come back into the headphones.
So that basically just makes you more aware of your environment around you.
Correct.
So guys, we don't want you to get confused with this, right? So we know that there's a lot of active noise cancelling headphones out there on the market. These are not active noise cancelling, okay? So don't get that confused with noise cancelling. What it does is, like with most in-ear headphones or premium quality headphones that you wear, they call this sort of feature aware mode, so that you're aware of your surroundings. So if you're wearing these while you're walking down a busy street, you still are aware of what's happening behind you and around you, and you can still hear cars drive past and people talk and all that stuff. So that's what they mean by the augmented mode
yes,
that the MMX 150 carries. So even though you've got them on your head, guys, you're still pretty much aware of what's going on around you. So it hasn't completely sealed off the outside world to you, but it has significantly dropped it. But if there is an emergency, you are sure to hear it.
Yeah, 100%. So that augmented mode means that there's a little processor inside the unit. You'll see on the side there, I don't know if you'll see it nicely on camera. There's a little slot on either side of the headphones, which are not on the 100s. So the 150 has that augmented mode. And that's basically the microphones, is what I'm trying to say. So that's the microphones, and they pick up the external noise or the external sound and just bring it back into the headphones.
Yeah, fantastic.
All right, so
I actually think that's a great feature.
Yeah.
In all honesty, because
definitely.
I mean, you know, from previous experience, when you wear headphones and you play them especially loud, you know, you've got your mom, your kids, the dog barking, whatever. But if there's an emergency, you're not going to hear anything. But these guys, you will hear what's going on. So if your mom's calling you, or if the dogs are barking, or the little one is crying while you're gaming, you will hear that through the headphones.
Okay, so now let's take a look at the 300. So the 300, this is the Pro. This is the premium headphone. This is the coup de grace, the samurai sword, if you want, from this product line. The 300 actually, this is the generation 2 of the MMX 300, yeah, they've definitely made some vast improvements on it and just their performance and look. So there you go. That's what they look like.
Guys, you have to hear these to believe them. They are utterly incredible. The detail, the precision, it's unreal. I mean, you hear this with Call of Duty, it's like you there. I mean, we were playing that YouTube video, right?
Yeah.
And the guy jumps out of the airplane, and he's like free falling before you pull his parachute. It actually feels like you free falling, because the wind is coming past your ears like that, and you've got all this pressure now where to land and deploy your parachute and all that. And I mean, these things bring out every nuance of audio in the game. It's unreal.
Yeah, we were saying earlier, so if you sort of want to compare the headphones just in terms of the three different models in terms of the audio quality and how they perform, the MMX 100 has quite a lot of detail.
Oh, yes.
Right, so it's very very precise and has a good reproduction of what you are hearing. The 150 is very balanced in terms of low frequencies, mid frequencies, high frequencies, so still giving you good detail, but very well balanced. Over that, where, like I say, the details may be a little bit pronounced on the 150s, but the 300, that's the premium perfect fit between balance and precision in terms of what you are hearing out of it.
Yeah, so they've basically taken the best of the 100, the 150, and they've packaged it into a 300.
Yeah, and as far as I remember historically, I think that the 300 series, even the previous generation, the design and the drivers and the technology of this specific model of headphone, I think stems from Beyer's experience with aviation headphones.
Oh, wow.
So actual plane and helicopter communication systems. So they've taken that technology and that wealth of understanding and experience they had with producing very high quality communication headsets for flight, and produce that into a headphone now for gaming as such.
My word, that is incredible.
But yeah, the build quality you can see is just on another level.
Fantastic, guys. I mean, look at these cushions.
On the 300.
Let me see if I can get a good shot here for the cushions. Very soft sort of material type cushion. These are such a pleasure to wear, Mike. Like, you can literally wear these for the whole day without your ears getting sore or tired.
Yeah.
And again, look there, nice sort of, so they don't squash your head when they're sitting on top of your head. And again, everything is easy. You plug everything into here, your cable, according to what you want to use, console or PC, and off you go.
Yeah. So the 300 doesn't have any fanciness to it or fancy technologies or features. That is a 4-pin mini jack cable straight into your console, and again, your mute switch and volume controls inline in the cable. So it's always sort of right on your left-hand side, in sort of reaching distance. And so that's the main cable, and then there's also a secondary cable which will again allow you to do a mini jack to dual jack. So it's a single mini jack, 4-pin, so doing obviously your microphone and headphones, and then that cable which is single on the one side and dual on the other side. So if your PC or your console, whatever the case might be, needs a separate mic and a separate headphone input or output.
See, so Beyer's really taken into consideration all the connection requirements that you could possibly need. And the nice thing is it's a direct connection, wired connection, so there's no chance of interference or lag or anything like that, giving your gaming or giving you an advantage in your gaming against your enemies.
So the key thing about the 300, like we say, that's the premium headphone. So there's your carry case that's already included also inside the system. So that's, like I say, a premium, bit of a hard case with a softer shell outside, and you can take this easily on the road, pop your cables inside there as well, and there you go. There's your headphones now neatly packed, and you can take that on the road as well if you wanted to.
Don't you just love Beyerdynamic, guys? This is going to set the stage for the next level in gaming headphone gear. So I wanted to find out, Michael, so all three of the headphones, they've got little microphones on the front. So what makes the Beyerdynamic microphone so unique?
Well, again, Noel, so Beyer, I believe, if I remember correctly, was formed in about 1924.
Yep.
So the company is pretty much nearly 100 years old, now in 2023. So they have specialized in studio microphones, live microphones for almost 100 years.
Yes, and aviation, like you
And
mentioned.
aviation,
Yeah.
right. So conferencing as well. So all that wealth of technology has been designed to give you really a premium pickup of your microphone in your communications from all three of these systems.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
yeah, it's a wealth of experience and knowledge that has gone into the design of these three headphones.
Sure. Just for gaming headphones, guys, you must know this is the real deal. So we know that pro gamers rely on sound mostly for direction, within the game. And the headsets definitely don't compromise with audio, do they, Mike?
No, definitely not. And like I say, even on the 100 and 150s, you still get a premium sound quality.
Absolutely.
For that price range and those features that they've packed into those headphones.
Absolutely. So what I would suggest, guys, if you're interested in purchasing a set, go to your nearest reseller and try them out. See which one works best for you, which type of sound you like, and yeah, get yourself a set, guys. I mean, these things are utterly amazing. So let's talk about the ear cushions quick, Mike, especially on the new Beyerdynamics. So I just want to pull one off here quickly, and I want you guys to sort of get an idea of what I'm doing here, if I can try and get this on the camera. So as you guys can see, when I press down and I let go, it sort of molds back into shape very slowly, and that's because there's a cushion inside called memory foam.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's what makes these headphones so comfortable and durable, is the fact that there is memory foam within the ear cushions.
Yeah. Like we mentioned earlier, everything about the design has been designed for wearing comfort. So
Yes.
that's why I said earlier and mentioned earlier, in terms of how they design the ear cups, it's all for wearing comfort, all for longevity. And the memory foam is the next level of that technology that they've applied in these systems. And again, years of experience in studio and broadcast environments. And they've taken all that experience and that knowledge and built it into these 3 premium gaming headphones.
That's amazing, guys. So you are literally getting all of Beyerdynamics' 100-year wealth of knowledge packed into a beautifully presented set of gaming headphones. How amazing is that, Mike?
Awesome.
Sure. Guys, really, get down to your nearest reseller, listen to them, try them out. These are worth it, guys. The detail and the precision, it's unreal. It really is unreal. I mean, when we did that test earlier, Mike, I mean, it completely blew me away.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, I have never heard, I mean, the clips, like when the guy shoots his gun, right? And you hear the little clips, they fall, like on the left-hand side. If you're on tiles, you hear it falling on tiles. If you're on grass, you hear it falling on grass. You know, you hear your enemy coming from the corner, you can hear his footsteps. I mean, that's amazing. That's the sort of precision and detail you're looking for in games, right?
Yeah.
Because you always want the upper hand. You want the advantage.
Correct.
And this range will do it for you.
Sounds good.
Absolutely. No pun intended. Right, guys. So that brings us to the end of today's show. Thank you very much for joining in, Mike. Thanks for joining me in studio.
Pleasure as always.
And for helping present the headphones. Guys, please don't forget to like the video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you always get updated with new content as and when we release it. And thanks for joining us today, guys. It was an absolute pleasure to have you on board. Take care.
Bye.